Well, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marjorie, and on my channel, I like to make creative knit and crochet projects. Sometimes I like to make up my own patterns. Sometimes I like to try out new patterns. So this is actually a future version of me. I was sitting down to edit my video, and it seems like I must have deleted like my first 5 clips. So my intro is gone and then the beginning of my first project is gone. So let's just go ahead. Let's reenact what was missing. I had the idea to make a bunch of small projects that were all designer inspired. Then at the very end, we can tally up all the designer value that we've recreated and see how much I can do in 1 week. My first project is this Prada inspired raffia belt. This belt cost $850. So this is gonna be a perfect project for us to recreate because I actually already have my raffia yarn. This is the Hobby Paulina raffia yarn, and I have it in this like tan color and a black color. So here I just get started and start knitting up my little belt. Next scene. Okay, we got a nice amount of crocheting done, and it doesn't look very impressive like this, but let me show you through the belt loop. It actually looks really good. Doesn't this look surprisingly legit? If you want to crochet this, it's just 7 chains. You do an extra chain as you're turning, and then you just single crochet into those 7 stitches. Okay, I think it's something like this. So all I need to do is attach this end to this piece right here, and then I guess we're done. A couple of things. So our apartment complex has a group of residents that are super hands-on in like organizing events and like community building stuff. So my husband and I have been doing a bunch of events for them. And last night we did a Kirkland Costco versus non-Costco blind wine tasting. So we tried this, and we had it blind against like a Kirkland Sonoma County Chardonnay. Pretty inconclusive though, because some people preferred this, some people preferred the Kirkland. It's kind of crazy, and Kirkland is like less than half of the price. So I'm almost done with that belt. Going out to dinner at an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant right now with a couple of friends, but I think I decided for the Bandeau top, I want to go with this hot pink color. So I have this hardware piece that I got from Etsy. So I'm just gonna do what I did in my last video where I did a gold hardware bandeau top with the mohair poncho over it. I'm gonna knit up a long rectangle and then attach it to the middle here with this hardware. So easily add some straps and it'll be good. The thing that I was struggling with my other bandeau top was when I was knitting up the long rectangle, the sides curl in a ton. So I really need to think about how to knit this to avoid that issue. It's the end of day 3, I think, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in before I get too far along on these projects. I've been having like 2 crazy days of incredible wine drinking. I don't even remember if I showed this, but I lined this, and all I need to do is attach this. And in the meantime, I'm working on my bandeau top in this hot pink color. So this is the second one of these tops that I've made. And you think that I've learned my lesson about the curling. So I thought I would have avoided that by making this small rib. Yeah, this ribbing is just 7 knit and 1 purl. So the curling is still extreme. This is the first bralette I made. So I'm pretty much using the same exact design. This has this like really cool gold. And you can see here, like I struggled with the curling as well. But once you wear it, like kind of uncurls a little bit. Good morning, everyone. So we basically finished our long rectangle. Went ahead and added this really cute little picot edge. I did want to try to flatten this further. So actually I went in, I did 1 whole row of single crochet, then I came back to do the picot edge. So in the end, this is 2 rows of crochet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sew on my hardware piece. Ooh, I did pick up 2 new NARS blushes. Let's test these out. Ooh, okay, so this color is Gina. Okay, I think it comes off like a little bit peachy on me. And then I picked up a second one in the color Infatuated. So this is a much deeper, like berry red. Wow, these 2 are very different. Okay, let me test out the first one. I have like a little bit of blush on, but I think we could just slap it right on, right? I feel like the color blends into my skin color a lot. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it's pretty intense in real life. I've been using one from 3CE, which is a Korean brand, but I'm getting kind of bored of that, so it's nice to switch it up. Okay, and then one last thing. So I picked up this is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream from Drunk Elephant. And this is a full size 50 ml with a refill. Oh, and actually it comes out in this like adorable little flower pattern. Okay, it's definitely more of a thicker texture. Oh yeah, super moisturizing. That's really nice. Oh, this one is great. I think I'm gonna really like this one. I finished up both straps, and this time I did something super simple. It's just 4 single crochets back and forth. And then, you know, you wanna put it on, mark where you think the strap should start, and then go from there. Okay, let's go for our first try on. Okay, so I think this top is done. This is pretty much how I would wear it. So in terms of the strap placement, I would say that you actually, on the back, you wanna be pretty close to the armpit. I think actually if you get a little bit too close to the middle, that causes the strap to fall down more often. I think it goes really nicely with my shell bag, right? Okay, I just added the black raffia border on one side, and then what you want to do is you want to fold over the other side and sew it into your belt buckle. Sew this on. Hey, that looks pretty good. Is anybody watching the new Netflix show, Age of Attraction? The show is hilarious. At the beginning, it seems like everyone is getting along really well, and no spoilers, but it doesn't stay like that. Okay, I'm done. Wow. So raffia belt is definitely a must make. This is pretty cool, and I think this would look even better on a pair of jeans because it has like the black edge. Brandon, what? My belt is done. Okay, just doing a quick block of the top to see if I can sort of flatten out the edges a little. Luna. And then I crocheted on this little extra belt loop here. Do that and secure the tail. So upon reflection, do I think I made the Prada belt? No. I realized it must be $850 because it has so much of that like Prada branded gold hardware. But we made a very cute one, a very cute belt, and this probably costs like $4. Yeah, so the next project I want to work on is this Prada wool headband, and I already know which yarn I want to use. So in my last video, I made this halter neck top that was designed around this vintage necklace, but I really love this combination of yarns. So that was the Woolstock worsted from Blue Sky Fibers. This is the color Gravel Road. And then I held it together with one strand of this mohair. And this mohair is the Barocco Ariel 3416, if that means anything to you. So I think the wool headband is a little bit chunkier. So this one is just one strand of mohair. This, I'm gonna try to hold 2 strands of mohair with this, this worsted weight yarn. All right, this is going to be, oh no. All right, hopefully it's gonna look better when I'm done. This is a pretty simple pattern. So I just cast on 20 stitches using the long tail cast on. I actually have a little diagram over here. Ignore this, it's a shirt planning. Okay, so we have 20 stitches total. We have 6 knit, and then we have 1 purl, then 6 stitches in the middle for the cable. This section, six stitches, separated by 1 purl stitch, and then the cable in the middle. And then the cable, I'm just doing like a 24 row repeat. Oh yeah, and I am using my 5.5 millimeter needles. I looked up these like knit headbands, and come on, let's be real, right? The Prada one just looks fancy because of the little Prada, the metal tag that they added. It's gonna look cute, yeah. Oops, I just realized I said it was a 24 row repeat. The cable is just a 12 row. Let's check how much progress I have so far. All right, you're like here. Okay, this is what it looks like in the front. Oh no, this looks terrible on me. All right, looks like I'm done, and I worry it looks like I gave myself a concussion and I have a bandage on my head. I gotta run out for yoga class, but look, I am done. Prada! Kind of cute. Okay, this yarn combo is really soft and nice. Fabric rolls over a little bit, but I think it gives it this like actually nice edge. Okay, I am off to yoga. Bye-bye. Okay, this is the next project that I'm working on. $615 for this crochet headscarf. So it looks to be like quite lace weight, and it seems to be just a triangle with ties. So I'm gonna try to make this. I am not good at designing granny squares or anything like that, so I'm just following a free YouTube tutorial for a half granny square motif. So the yarn I'm using is the Aunt Lydia crochet thread, and I'm using my 2mm hook, which actually it's funny, I've never used before. Okay, as you can see here, I'm making very, very good progress. Let me show you what it looks like on top of my head. Oh, it doesn't sit perfectly flat, but since it's going on top of my head, like, I think it's a plus. Oh dear, I still have a lot more to go. Wait, what does it look like on the model? This looks really dumb on me right now. I finished up this Magda Butrym recreation, and I see why they're selling it for like $600, because this thing takes a lot of work. And their yarn weight is probably like about double mine. And I followed the tutorial up until approximately here. Then everything below that is just YOLO. Personally, I don't even know if it looks good on the model. So I don't know what I was thinking. Here's the back. That's it. So you can see here, I tried to make the leaf pattern. Kind of successful. So I do wonder what my current tally is in terms of dollar value. Let's look it up. So let's run through everything I made so far. So of course, first project is the raffia belt. That Prada raffia crochet belt was $850. Let me add it up on my phone. It's still drying. It's still like almost dry in the back, but we have this bandeau top, and that is going to be the Montce bandeau top with the hardware. I know it's a little bit different. I actually prefer mine. It's $128. I have the Prada inspired wool headband. Prada version is $575. Okay, we're at $1,553 right now. Oh yeah, this, I was like, what else have I made? Okay, this thing, the Magda Butrym. So this one was $615. Okay, and then the last project that I just started yesterday, I actually really like this thing. Oh, you see when you block it, it does flatten out a little bit. So I wanted to make another version. Look how cute this is. Yeah, like actually I was coming out of yoga class and I just kind of stuck it on my head and ended up like this. I found a similar version from Moncler, and that one I think is like $380, and it has a slightly different cable pattern, a little bit more complicated. This is the Moncler alpaca blend headband, and looks like this. I got started with making that right here. Yeah, this is a 4.5mm needle. And the reason why, so this yarn combination is actually the exact same as this, but I didn't have the extra mohair. So this had the 2 strands of mohair. This one, I'm just using 1. So I wanted it to be a little bit more dense because of that. So I went down in needle size, but then there's a lot more cabling going on, right? So I had to increase the stitch count. So this one is actually a 28 stitches. And like in the picture, it looks like it's just absolutely enormous. So yeah, it is coming off, you know, slightly bigger than the other one, which is good. All right, making a little bit of progress. Okay, it's gonna look like this. That's kind of cool, right? Actually, the way it came out, I thought I would be able to design it a little bit more closely to the original Moncler one, but I don't know. Maybe it's like my choice of yarn, but it doesn't look that similar right now. Ta-da, this is nearly done. We have this much left in the back. Oh, when you're sizing this, you want to make sure that you like give it a nice stretch before you figure out how much remains, because once you join it together and block it, it does like loosen up quite a bit. I think you could go a couple of stitches larger, maybe 2 more stitches, but that would probably be the maximum. Almost done, almost done. This is my Billy cardigan by Sari Nordland, and this is my one of my favorite types of cable, this like honeycomb. Welcome to my crochet boutique. Clutch belt. I am officially done with my Moncler inspired headband. So you can see, look at these pretty details. And then I just use a single crochet to join the 2 sides. This time I made it a little bit tighter than the last one because, you know, once you join it and you wear it a couple of times, it does stretch out quite a bit. All right. Look at this fun little headband. Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, I think I could have done like 2 to 4 additional stitches because like the original seems even bigger than this. Maybe it's just the angle. Maybe it's about the same size. So I am quite impressed with how productive we have been in the last week. So we started off with our fun little belt. I think we're gonna get a lot of wear out of this in the spring and the summer. Then we have this beautiful top. I probably, out of everything I make, these are my favorite. They take a couple of, maybe like 2 to 3 days to finish. But I think this has like huge impact. Just love the way these always turn out. And we went for the cute little Prada inspired headband, a little bit more of a classic design. The Magda Butrym inspired headscarf. Out of everything, this is probably my least favorite because, I don't know, to me it's like a little bit more specific of a wear. Everything else I feel like I could wear multiple times with multiple different outfits. Like, this is so easy to throw on, right? This, I think you've got to be walking around in the summer wearing some like very casual, cute, like summery outfit. So, but I'm still glad I tried this design. I'm gonna put that tutorial down in the description box if you want to follow along this section. But once you get here, you kind of learn enough to like make it up yourself up here. That's what I did. Oh, I forgot we did have a casualty. When I was making this, I was super surprised. My Chiao Gu cable, my shortest one, actually like snapped right there. So I have to go online and try to find a replacement because the shortest one is like one of the most commonly used. Like, this is what I use for all of my sleeves or my collars. So that sucks. Casualty. Yep. And then we have this good old Moncler, a little bit more detailed cable. I really like it. Oh. See if this looks good with my hair up. These are really cute. Also, I just got this scuba hoodie from Lululemon, and technically it was free. This is totally unrelated, but if you have an American Express Platinum card, we just realized recently that every single quarter they give you $75 credit or like a refund credit for Lululemon. So this on sale, $74. Free. And I love it. I've wanted this for a while, but typically I steal my husband's hoodie, so it's nice to actually have one for myself. All right. I think that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for joining me. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and comment. Which piece out of, let's see, how many did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Which one was your favorite? I think, I would definitely recommend doing this challenge yourself. Set 7 days, take a look at your scrap yarn, see what you have in your stash, and, look online. I like to just look at Net-a-Porter, search up crochet, see what you can recreate, because, ultimately, like, all of these projects, very, very simple. These are simple projects. If you are a beginner, I think you can definitely take a stab at any of these. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Bye.